Vendor shot dead in front of his children at Coronation Market. Boy, me I tell you, say that one a wicked man. Last year I know a crazy thing go on, viewers and sub. The second incident, Central Village man nabbed coming from bushes with M16, pleaded guilty. What you mean? Him have to plead guilty because the cops them don't catch him already. Right, this you know, here we go on. St. Ann boy mauled by dog off for treatment in the United States. I'm glad say I get help, me nah lie.
Cheer. I am the Jackal, Jamaican assassin killing all lames. You already know what it is, man. From you hear the voice, you already know it's the urban legend himself. Baga Things Media TV, subscribe to it. You and the family, you can vibe to it. Accurate news, ain't no lies to it. You notice the truth, subscribe, stupid. Yeah, man, you know what it is, man. Jamaican assassin killing all lames. Representing for the baddest channel on YouTube TV. Baga Things Media TV, man. The only place you need to be tapped into. Jackal said that.
Baga Things Media TV, viewers and subscriber, we're there again reading from the loop, and I want to mention that I'm under the weather. A subscriber of mine mentioned it yesterday. Big up yourself, you see me, I say, yeah man, but you don't know, so the work have to carry out, seeing we even though I'm under the weather, we have to do the things, seeing where the Lord's work have to carry out. You see me, I say, now let me continue. A vendor was shot and killed in front of two of his children inside the Coronation Market on Wednesday evening. The deceased has so far only been identified as Patrick, a ground provision vendor who plied his trade for many years at the popular downtown Kingston facility. Reports saw that Patrick was at the market with his two sons, one a teenager and the other a young man, when a gunman approached and shot the vendor 3 times in the head. Oh, bad star, me I tell you say, yo, that the man that can't survive this, I want me I tell you say, 3 times in the head, you know, in front time kids and them 2 youth, you know, him 2 sons, viewers and subscriber wickedness, a crazy thing. Now the paper goes on to say, after the shooting, the gunman escaped and Patrick's body laid motionless on a table in a pool of blood. The vendor was later pronounced dead. Recalling the incident, one vendor told the Loop, I thought it was a plyboard that fell when I heard a loud sound. Then people started running from that side where the sound was coming from. Then I heard 2 more shots. Boy, may I tell you, say a crazy thing, because that the thing that go on, you know, is a close range, you know. The man come up to him and wet him up, you know. Right in him head, the man squeeze off over 3 rounds, viewers and subscribers. And the wicked thing about it is like, man, pitney them turn up and watch what go on and see the whole thing. You know, say them the youth, they traumatized for life, you know, viewers and sub. You see me, I said them the youth, they know. And what them are going to do for help them the youth, they? Them are going to need psychiatric therapy. Them are going to need counseling. Because when them see, when them witness, you know, them can easily come up and take up badness, because them all say, hey, I was traumatized in the past. My father get wet up right in front of me, and them think that a bad man cause it. So in many cases, people become bad people, you know. People become bad man, or you become bad man because him experience certain things were happening in his life. A girl become a bad girl to see her because what she experienced happened in her life. So this is why Jamaican people are so desensitized to violence and traumatized. You see me, I say, no, let me continue in our paper. The vendor believes robbery was not the motive in Patrick's killing, as according to the vendor, his pocket was still filled with money after the incident. But the police have confirmed the incident. So right, the son of no robbery or nothing, you know. Catch your levels now, subscribe to the channel right now, touch up the notification bell, like up the video too, right away. You see right, that's so you see I don't know robbery thing, I come for sort out the man, biliously. You see me, I say, yeah man, a wickedness man, I set up, as somebody want him dead. Now viewers and subscribers, I jump to the loop again. Central Village man nab coming from bushes with M16 pleads guilty. Remember I did that video, the boy walk right into the police with the gun You see me, I say, no, you want to go on in the court and know because I'm telling us about Things Media TV always a keep up with the thing. Warren John Williams has pleaded guilty to possession of the M16 submachine gun that the police took from him while he was exiting bushes in Windsor Heights, Central Village, St. Catherine recently. Williams, police said, is allegedly associated with the Nightshade Gang in Central Village, faced High Court Judge Dale Palmer in the gun court in Kingston on Friday. The 27-year-old William is an ex-convict who previously served 3 years for possession of handgun in 2013. The boy a bad man, the boy involved in a whole heap of gun business, convicted, he's an ex-con. And still I take up a gun business. Lord God, a crazy thing when the judge done with him. I tell you now, we know here what go on. Let me continue now. Police said the gang's nefarious activities span 3 decades and the leader has been on the run for 10 years. In the recent incident, reports were that about 2:40 p.m. on October the 6th, law enforcers were on patrol in Windsor Heights when William was seen coming from bushes onto a roadway. Right up in there, police figure walking. Me I tell you say I never see, hey, God did a roll in the police then. Me I tell you say God did a roll in the police vehicle. Me say the police they lucky no blow wow. Me I tell you no viewers and subscriber. The paper goes on to say the patrol team accosted him and he dropped an object to the ground, which when retrieved was found to be an unusual M16 submachine rifle with a magazine loaded with 9 5.56 rounds of ammunition. He was arrested and then charged later that day. Interestingly, only recently another unusual firearm was bagged by cops in Central Village. Earlier in November, the police seized an AK-47 pistol after reportedly engaged gunmen from Big Lane, Central Village, St. Catherine in a gunfight. The police them are rare no blood cleating of viewers and sub. Me nah lie, man them take off some unusual things off of the streets. And me I tell you say most of them weapons where the boy them have, if them ever get to use it on the civilian them, a murder go on in a Jamaica. I'm telling you, you don't believe me. Now, you like and share up a video man. Subscribe to who not subscribe. Support Bagga Things Media TV platform. You know say I'm here like a place now. You see I say, yeah man, like up a video man, a crazy thing a go on. The paper goes on to say the gun battle ended with the death of Kevin Jones, one of the alleged gunmen, as well as the unusual AK-47 pistol find. The gun uses 7.62 caliber bullets, which are usually associated with a powerful Kalashnikov rifle and are capable of penetrating all Kevlar ballistic vests and most other law enforcement steel protective vests. Remember, I did that story also. According to Loop News sources, the gun in the pistol form can be far more deadly as it is easier for the user to conceal it. Police source expressed the belief that the find highlights the danger that law enforcement personnel face in Jamaica, where the 3 police officers were shot and killed in the June of this year when M16 bullets penetrated their ballistic vest. From that incident, 32-year-old Detective Corporal Dane Biggs and 26-year-old Constable Decarda Hilton died on the morning of June the 12th at Horizon Park in the St. Catherine after being attacked as they carried out an investigation. 2 other police officers were shot in the incident, including Superintendent of Police Leon Clunis, who passed away 2 weeks later. Damiel Hamilton, a deportee from Canada, who the police said carried out the deadly attack, was killed by members of the security forces on the afternoon of June the 12th in Corville Garden, St. Andrew. You guys must remember that incident. Big incident where rock up Jamaica. You see me I say, that's why me I telling us about badness up here. And if the boy them carry out the badness, the law enforcement members them I go catch up on them. Now catch your levels now, viewers and subscribers. We are jump to the next incident. St. Ann boy mauled by dogs, all for treatment in the United States. Me really happy say I get treatment in the United States because them have the good equipment, them have the doctor them over there. I mean, now put on Jamaican doctor them and minimize them, but them have more technology in the United States. You can do skin graft and more things to get back in body up to par like how it was. You see me, I say, yeah man, so I'm glad we are going right now, viewers and subscribers. Yeah, we are going on. Michael Allen, the 5-year-old boy who was attacked and mauled by a pack of dogs in St. Acre, St. Anne, and Sunday has left the island to receive further medical treatment in the United States. It is understood that a group of Jamaicans organized for the boy and his mother to travel to the United States on Friday for an emergency medical procedure at the hospital there. Mikhail regained consciousness on Monday after he was bitten all over his body, including his head, by at least 6 dogs as he returned home from a shop in the community that is located in Alexandria area of the parish. The child was transferred from the St. Anne's Bay Hospital, where he was initially treated, to the Bustamante Hospital for Children in St. Andrew, where he was expected to undergo plastic surgery to his head. It is not clear whether the procedure was done at the facility. Meanwhile, 3 of the dogs that reportedly mauled the boy were taken into the custody of the Jamaican Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, JSPCA, with assistance of the owner of the animals and the local police. In relation to a probe into the incident, head of the St. Anne Police Superintendent Carlos Russell confirmed on Monday that several statements had been collected, including from one person among the owners of the offending dogs, who has so far been identified. I'm glad them find that man. I'm glad them find the owners and the people that were involved in the thing, the ownership of the dogs. I'm glad them find the dogs then, because people are gonna get prosecuted. Remember, I did a story on this, and now them are come up with charges, criminal charges. Owners of dogs that offend or attack anybody are gonna get in big trouble, because criminal charge are gonna lay on people, you know. A serious thing are gonna go on in a Jamaica. Let me continue, viewers and subscribers. The paper goes on to say, it was reported that sometimes after 1 p.m. on Sunday, the child was on his way home from a shop where he had been sent by his grandmother when the dogs attacked him, resulting in bite wounds all over his body. In a graphic video obtained by Loop, I must say, the blood-soaked child was seen being placed on a stretcher. One of his ears appeared to be missing. Lord God, me I tell you, say a child like that not supposed to go through such a hard deal. Wickedness, that's what I'm telling you. Jamaican people, on a wall on a dog, have to start put on leash on them, tie them up good, and make sure say no fence up on a yard. Before you start, believe say boy, you go own dog and them thing there. You have to make sure so no yard is properly fenced, because what the police them want to know, you know, anytime somebody get hurt by a dog, they might just come, them leave a business with the dog, them just come and just find the owner. I say, okay, sir, Mr. John, I heard that your dog has bitten up somebody, such and such rating. And here I know, we're going to just take it down to the station, because right now we're going to press charge against you, because you have committed the offense, a dangerous offense, I must say. And guess what now? You're going to spend time in jail. You're not going to pay no money and fine and buy yourself out. You're going to spend time in jail for carrying out that act, because anything where your dog do, you are responsible for it. You see me, I say viewers and subscribers, at this thing I reach you now, I'm telling you, say the police, them serious about it, because the law have already passed. Delroy Chuck went into Parliament and proposed a bill and tell them, say, here now, we have to pass this, and they say, up.
Baga Things Media TV, man. Thank you for watching. Make sure you share it. Make sure you subscribe. Press that notification bell to stay updated, man. Jamaican assassin killing all names. Urban legend. Jackal out.